Good evening. Children being restrained, parents being kept out of the room. A 13-WHAM investigation of what was going on at an Irondequoit dental clinic that treats mostly low-income children has prompted some changes there tonight. Small Smiles says it will rethink some policies and require more education for its dentists. Here's 13-WHAM's Jane Flash with a follow-up report.
It's Small Smiles policy that parents not be allowed in the same room where their children undergo dental procedures. That doesn't concern Jennifer McDowell, nor does she mind if her children are physically restrained.
It's better for their own safety. Because when they're in there pulling a tooth or cutting or whatever, if they move, they could cut their face.
But plenty of former clients are concerned. Ashley Soames says both she and her younger brother Wesley were physically held down during dental procedures 2 years ago.
It felt like my blood was rushing through my body. I was sweating. My whole body just started shaking like I was having a seizure.
These are pictures taken in the back room of a Small Smiles in Maryland. One of every 2 small children there are strapped to restraint devices called papoose boards. Those boards are used in Rochester. The American Academy of Pediatric Dentists approves the use of the board, but only in rare or emergency cases.
We have laws, that we can't restrain our geriatric population. The nursing homes go to great lengths not to restrain our geriatric population. Why should we restrain our children like that?
Small Smiles is based in Colorado. It says it only uses restraint with a parent's permission. Wesley's mom, Wendy Soames, disputes that.
Were you ever asked for permission?
No, because I would have said, no way, can't do that.
Small Smiles will not allow us inside operations here, but in response to our reports, the company has issued this letter. It says it will hire an independent pediatric expert to review all policies here. And while that is going on, there will be some significant changes.
The company will now post its restraint policies and will reverse its stance to allow parents to be present with their children during procedures. The CEO of Small Smiles parent company, Michael Lingley, says, quote, "We take seriously the concerns expressed by parents in Rochester. We are taking actions to ensure we are providing the best care for children."
I like all these teeth.
Dr. Kochman practices in Pittsburgh. As a pediatric dentist, he has special training to help ease the anxieties of children.
I'm trained, and my staff are trained, to use certain psychological techniques, certain procedures to help allay the fears of a child and let them have a fun visit in the office. To do that, they have to be able to interact with me.
Yet many of the Small Smiles doctors are not trained in pediatric dentistry. In response to so many parent complaints, they will now receive extra instruction through the University of Maryland Pediatric Dental School. Now, Small Smiles parent company wants to hear directly from Rochester parents. After each visit, parents will be given this short survey to mail directly into the company. And then beginning on January 15th, the company will set up a hotline for parents to also give their feedback. And after similar complaints around the country, the company will also hire a chief of dentistry with pediatric credentials to oversee all of its centers. So some pretty quick reaction.
Last week, I know we learned of some other potential investigations into Small Smiles. Is that still in the works?
It sure is. One of the allegations is that the company performed work that wasn't needed. So both the federal government and the New York State Attorney General's office are reviewing their files on the Small Smiles Medicare claims. We should hear more about that sometime in the future.
All right. Thank you, Jane.